How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today is like Marvel Spider-Man Saturday. I mean, dang. It's pretty crazy. We got 2 episodes today, or last night. I'm not entirely sure when they came out. But I watched both of them. Reviews on the channel for episode 4. Probably upload these back to back. So episode 4 was amazing, and episode 5 was just even better. Okay, so one thing, want to get one negative out of the way real quick. Still too much science stuff. I mentioned it probably throughout this whole series. Little too much science stuff. Once again, I know that Peter is into science in the comics, and I understand. He loves science. He's obsessed with it. I get that. Just a little too much. Like when he was beating up Smythe here, Alistair Smythe. I don't know. I felt there was a little too much science. Hard to explain, okay? Hard to explain. And then after that fight scene with Spider-Man, we cut to a room with Alistair Smythe and Norman Osborn. So Alistair's working with Norman at Osborn Academy. He had like that VR headset type thing going on there. So that was interesting. And then another interesting... slur my words. Another interesting scene with Norman was with Raymond Warren. Whew. I mean, they are working together, kind of. I mean, Raymond got denied at Horizon High, so he can't work at Horizon. But Norman kind of just accepts him into Osborn Academy because I think that he believes that, that Raymond has potential at Osborn Academy, and Norman believes, he's okay with what Raymond can do with his serums and stuff. And then another amazing scene was with Alexei. As we saw in episode 4, I actually forgot to touch base on this, but in episode 4, Alexei, what is that kind of name? German? Russian? Swedish? I don't know. Something from Europe. European name we'll go with. Alexei gives, Raymond, a.k.a. the Jackal, a high five, and then the ring zaps him, and then with the serum, and then in this episode, we're now at the dance or whatever, Alexei starts to transform into... Wait a minute. He transforms into Rhino. Okay, okay. Still following the animal themes for this series, with every villain being an animal. Vulture, Scorpion, trying to think of all of them. Vulture, Scorpion, Jackal, Black Cat, and Rhino. Okay. There are villains of Spider-Man. I touched base on this in the last review. There are villains of Spider-Man that aren't animals, but there's a lot of them, actually. So, Rhino. Okay. And then they're throwing kind of a not going away party, but reunion thing with Harry, because everyone's excited that he's coming back to Horizon High, but, plot twist. Nope, he's staying at Osborn Academy because what his dad told him. Norman and Harry share a great scene together with in Osborn Academy when they're talking with each other, and basically, Norman needs Harry there at Osborn Academy. He has more potential at this academy, and blah blah blah. Trying to lure Harry back into Osborn Academy. So, and then Harry announces he decides to stay at Osborn Academy. Spider-Man starts having spider senses, and boom, Alexei's Rhino. Dude, you have no idea. I didn't even suspect when he had the little red pimple on his head, Alexei, when he looked in the mirror at Horizon. I low-key didn't even expect or predict that, that was suspect, sorry, is the right word, that he was going to transform into Rhino, but oh my gosh, he did. He transformed into Rhino. And I love this stuff with Miles and Spider-Man. They just have, Miles and Peter, they just kind of have a little back and forth with each other when they're trying to stop the Rhino from hurting other people. You know, when he's crashing about. So I love that little interaction they had because, as we all know, Miles Morales is, you know, gonna get spider powers. And also, the comment I believe I saw in the Marvel Legends video about how in Episode 4 Miles Morales was gonna get spider powers. Nope, not true. So I'm not gonna believe any more comments anymore. Although I had suspicions with that comment in the first place, but it's okay. Didn't even happen in this episode. But we're getting, I feel like it's almost kind of done because at the end, Raymond gets arrested. And Stacy finds out that, Uncle Raymond is what he did to Alexei, making him the Rhino. And then Peter and Stacy find out about Jackal being Raymond Warren, and then Raymond's arrested. So that's all my notes on my phone. I'm going to edit, delete. Okay, so overall as an episode, one negative is the science stuff. Great villains. I mean, we got to see Rhino, and if you've not seen the video of me wanting to see Rhino in Marvel Spider-Man, then where have you been? It's in the channel. I did like villains and characters I wanted to see in Marvel Spider-Man, and I said Rhino, they could do him pretty interesting. They could fit him in the story really interestingly, and they'd be okay with it, and it would be good. And what do you know? They friggin' make Alexei the Rhino. And that was amazing. And I kind of lost myself. I'm not going to lie. Almost teared up. Just kidding. No, but this was a really great episode. I got to give this like a 10 out of 10, man. I mean, yeah, like I said, the only negative stuff was with the science. Too much science. I know Peter likes science, but we don't need to have to keep going over this. I mean, let's just give it a break. We're on episode 5, going into episode 6. I mean, I don't know, man. So anyway, I'm going to be doing predictions this week. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it today, maybe tomorrow. I might do today, because I also filmed the video of how I think they could bring Spider-Woman into Marvel Spider-Man. So if you want to see that, I filmed it. Well, I'm going to post it. I'm not going to, delete it. So I don't know when I'm going to post that. Maybe that'll be tomorrow's video. Predictions for episode 6 of Marvel Spider-Man. And the Spider-Woman theory, that how I think they could bring her into the show. And then maybe Monday, since Monday's is it Memorial Day? It's Memorial Day, right? Well, it's a holiday for here in America. So, I don't have school on Monday, so I can do that, do a video there, and then maybe there's a lot of, these 2 episodes built up a lot of new stuff, and I don't know who owns this show. I don't know if Marvel Studios does, or Sony, or they have a partnership, because Black Cat was in this episode, and I'm pretty sure Marvel Studios does not own that. I'm pretty sure Sony does, and Norman Osborn. I'm very confused on who they own, but it's very interesting. So I'm assuming we can literally see any character on this show. Any character, any Marvel character on the show. We know Iron Man is in this universe, so, will we see the Avengers in an episode? I don't really know. I mean, this just opens up, these 2 episodes open up a load of theory videos that we can do. Let me know what you want to see. I'm already doing a theory for Spider-Woman, how they can bring her on the show. Said that several times already. And, I mean, the stuff with, do we think Raymond's going to get out of prison? Probably, because Jackal's an awesome villain. He's pretty OP, man. And then Norman, what's going on with him and Harry, and will we see Norman become Green Goblin, and, maybe he uses Jackal's serum, maybe he got a hold of it somehow. And also, the thing at the end of episode 4, what was that? Just leave it in the comments. The black hand coming out. Was it Venom? Was it Venom? And I know if I sound like an idiot, because I've never read the comics, I've only read some, very little. So, yeah, let me know if down in the comments, because I don't want to look like an idiot, being like, oh, it's Venom for sure. Spider symbiote, dude, what's going on, man? I'm crazy. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not like this video, give it a thumbs down. See if I care. No, but don't give it a thumbs down, please. Please. See you guys in the next one. Peace. Boop.